what is it that's going to move me? What does that next level even look like? And how do I bridge the gap between where I am now and where I want to be?
Hi, and welcome to Helping You Perform. I'm your host, Paul Teasdale. Over a career working with high-performing teams from across the globe, including 7 years working with Formula One team McLaren, I've learned a lot about what it takes to drive results. In this weekly podcast series, I'm going to be bringing you tips, tricks, and insights from the world of Formula One that you can apply for your organisation for your own high performance. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Helping You Perform, where I bring my tips, tricks, insights, and stories from the world of F1 and beyond to help you accelerate your performance. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode 76, where I talked about being the director of your life and sharing that story through Duncan Nichols, who's an amazing director, photographer, videographer. And if you haven't had a chance, go back and have a listen to that, and go back and listen to episode 51, I believe it is, of Helping People Perform, which is where I spoke to Duncan in depth about his experiences there. Now, carrying on this theme of going back to some of my amazing guests on the Helping People Perform podcasts and focusing on those quotes and sayings and phrases that really epitomize high performance for me, I can't help but go back to such an inspirational guest, such a great help to me in my journey as a podcaster and as a human, really. I'll give a huge shout out to Kevin Palmieri from Next Level University, because this week's episode is all about that next level. That's what it's about. So he talks about the next level and leveling up in terms of your life, your love, your business, your happiness. So that's what I want to focus on this week. In the world of performance, whatever that is for you, whatever you're doing, your role, your team, your organization, maybe in your life, maybe in the coaching world that you're in, maybe it's in a sort of sporting or entertainment environment, something you do outside of work. How do you get to the next level? Because that's what it's all about. How can you perform not only where you are right now, but push yourself to the next level of performance? And that requires a couple of things, really, in my mind. It requires you to understand and know what level you're at right now. And then it encourages you to say, what is it that's going to move me? What does that next level even look like? And how do I bridge the gap between where I am now and where I want to be at that next level? And probably the best way, one of the key lessons that I learned from Kevin, so many out there, and if you haven't had a chance to listen to some of his podcasts, he has probably a couple of thousand episodes of his podcast all the way through now. But he does some amazing work. I'll put all the links in, as always. But one of the things that I really learned from that conversation and some of the follow-up conversations we've had has been about consistency. In order to get to that next level, you need to be consistent in what you're doing right now and consistently get that little bit better. Now, it's not about big leaps. Sometimes there are opportunities that allow you to go from where you are now to leap to the next level. But in general, it's about how do you take small steps? How do you take those baby steps to get you from where you are now to that next level of performance, whatever that means for you? And so that's what I want to leave you with this week and have you thinking about is what is next level performance in your world? And then how are you going to get there? What are you going to do? What are those small steps that you're going to do? One, to make sure you don't fall back on the performance level you've got already, but two, to take those small steps towards that next level of performance. And if you consistently do that, you're going to find yourself not only at that next level, but the level beyond and the level beyond that. So hopefully that's encouraged some thinking in your space. Do drop me a line through paulteasdale.co.uk. Find me on LinkedIn. I'd love to connect, hear those stories, hear how you're putting this into practice and accelerating your own performance. And I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Helping You Perform podcast. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to like, share, or review the podcast. You can reach out to me at any time, either through LinkedIn or through my website at www.paulteasdale.co.uk. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode.